So, Robbie, it's a bad week all round. How would you sum that up?
I think you summed it up perfectly well, to be honest. I think it's just so frustrating. I mean, the goals we give away today, you wouldn't see them in Sunday League. And, you know, I don't mean it disrespectful to Kingstonian. They've probably, and fair play to them for winning the game, they've probably dragged 3 players or 4 players because of the week they've had to try and come and play. And we've just gifted them a win. And let's be fair, like, they've probably had 20% of the game. They've missed a penalty. And, you know, they've beat us 3-2. I mean, our players are just... And it's hard because you don't want to be critical because they've been on a great run and have done so well. But it's just, you can't defend the undefendable, if you know what I mean, Pete. It's just... The first 2 goals are nothing short of embarrassing. You know, embarrassing. And I said to the lads, when you don't do the basics and the fundamentals correct, you get your comeuppance, and that's us. And the problem we've got is we've got some really good young players learning the trade, but they just don't fully know how to get over the line. And the frustration side of it is that we needed to win today, and there's still like a certain amount of games to go, but that's a real disappointment because when you have that much ball. But like, to be fair to us, in the last few games it's probably lacked. We just don't look like a threat or a force going forward. And I know we scored 2 goals today, but no way in a million years should they score 3 goals against us. And it's our naivety. And some of them there have just got to come up and need to understand football's not easy. And if you just turn up think it's going to happen, you get beat up. And again, show no composure, you know, and it was just an embarrassing performance, to be honest. And I don't mean it rude, because we have had a lot of the ball. And at 2-2, you probably want us to go on and win the game. But when you defend like we did, you can't win games. You can't win games, Pete. You can't give teams. Like I don't mean this rude. Like, I don't know how many games Kingstonian from now to the end of the season will win. And they've just put 3 past us and beat us.
It's a bit like the Cheshunt away game, wasn't it, Robbie? The ball was too easy over the top. Ball came over the top easy, wasn't it? The first 2 goals, and then...
Not only that, when you've got one centre half who's 15 yards deep than all the other lads, he's going to be in, isn't he? You know what I mean? Not only did it happen the first time, it happened the first goal, and then it happened on the second goal even worse. And then the third goal, I thought some of the defenders were playing ballet or doing ice.
Switched off.
You know, celebrity come ice, whatever it's called. But, yeah, like I say, when you don't do the fundamentals and you don't do the basics right, you get hurt. And today, I know this sounds really bad, I feel worse after this game than the Little Hampton game, because we had a real opportunity today. And I know there's games left, and I know we're in a decent position. But, you know, just watching the game, like Craig Robson, like, hasn't probably trained for 2 weeks. Just best player by a country mile for us, by a country mile. You know, do you know what I mean? It's just like, it's not rocket science because he gets it, he knows it, and he's experienced. Some of our players get it sometimes and then don't. And that's where we come unstuck. We just haven't got enough leadership, not enough leadership. But listen, we're in a good position in the league, almost. What I've said to the players is, don't let your season peter out. Don't even think about playoffs and all that now. You know what I mean? Don't even think about, shouldn't even cross anyone's mind, playoffs. You should be just thinking about the next game, which is Saturday against Potters Bar. And if we turn up in the same manner, like we did against Cheshunt, because we were poor against Cheshunt as well. The 3 teams I don't want to mention in the cup games, and all the lesser teams that are struggling, we struggle with. We've got Chatham at home, Billericay at home, Horsham at home. We're all right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're all right. You know why that is? Because they know they have to be at it. And when they're not at it, when they know they just have to turn up and they have to create their own atmosphere or get after it, they can't do it. And it's happened too many times now. So it's not like a one-off. There's a pattern emerging that when we play against the lesser teams or the teams with lesser in the league below us, we struggle.
Are you thinking of going to bring in any loans? Because, of course, Patton and unknown, we're just waiting our results of his scan. Anderson, of course, out for the season, unfortunately. Is there any possible loans coming in just to strengthen the squad?
I don't think so. I think we've fully maxed out, to be honest, Pete. So that's the way it is. But these players have got us into this position. You know, they have. But unfortunately, the frailties that teams have is why we play at this level, and that showed today with us. Some of the defending was absolutely abysmal. Like, you just wouldn't see on a Sunday League pitch. If I go down to the local tomorrow, I'd see better defending on that park than what I've seen from our team tonight. But, like you say, I'm only being honest, you know, and the other side of the honesty is the lads have done ever so well to get where they are, but ultimately we're going to drop short because of that lack of understanding of the game, the lack of know-how and the lack of experience. And we always say, like, how many times are you going to learn from the mistake? It's only so many times it can happen. Do you know what I mean? And let's be fair, like, it's a tough game because when the game is so, when I say this because we've been beat so easy to a level, because we've got so much of the ball and we're in control of the game a lot, becomes a little bit situation where you get caught because you're just out of position. With Ryan's position out of position a couple of times, you know, when he nearly gets done and he gets caught. That's because we're trying to get back in the game, and it's a little bit different because you're chasing it. I think if we'd have got the first goal today, it would have been a totally different game, but we haven't, and we have to lick our wounds. We have to suck it up, and we have to, like I said to you against Littlehampton, we have to have a reaction, and let's hope we get one, because if we don't, we'll get beat Saturday as well.
Cheers, Robbie.
Cheers.